Ready to go? And it's going. All right. So, Shema, Yisrael, Yehovah, Eloheinu, Yehovah, Echad. Echad. That's what you say. Shema, Yisrael. I don't know. Yehovah, Eloheinu, Yehovah, Echad. They say Adonai but in the Torah text it's Yehovah. Nobel markings. So, Echad, duh. You say one. That's what they translated it as, but it's not really one. It's the root here is ek, aleph, het, hey. Unity bring together, but then you drop down the daleth, so it's Yahweh, Echad. It's unity around studying the Torah, or the Torah. It's the unity of the thing. Because we have to get to the 0 point energy. Because people don't understand 0 point energy. They're trying to balance time on zero. Where they are trying to, I don't know what they're trying to steal their butt pirates. Yeah. And it's just not possible. Because look, you have 0 point energy, right? Well, let's say you want to get to 0 point energy. You have to do it on 6 vectors. You can't just do it on 3 vectors. You can't just say, oh well, what's x is going to be 0, y is going to be 0, z is going to be 0, but it's going to be x at t5, z at t5, and y at z negative 10, right? So then the balance of whatever, if they were all equally weighted, would be 0. You can't do it. No. 0 point energy is x of t plus 1 equals 0, where all values of t is 0. Okay, from whatever to infinity. Same with y. There's 0, and so all t values are 0. Z, same thing. All t values are 0. It's 0. This unity is bringing together. It's condensing. Which is something that's in the meaning of het, condense. But so the butt pirates basically, absolute. Okay, fire, yod, hey, wah, hey. Is the rain, bra, cups, rain, fountain. As it comes down to the earth, you accomplish that's what I sent it, right? So what these people have been trying to do is that, okay, I'm the one high Adam. I'm Jesus Christ. They created an idol, and see, they're down here in Astra. And they're trying to do Igor. Now, Igor, you can spell it in 3 ways. There's 3 different kinds of Igors. There's a forager, there's Igor collects, and there's Igor being terrified. And they tried to go down, turn me into Igor. They started trying to go to the Igor cycle. And they were going to steal these coins. They're foragers, basically. And then they want to keep me down, being terrified in a pit. See, because they are from Tiferet, right? This is the interface where Dalit is connected, but then it goes to Resh. It goes to look and see and understanding. Their capstone and their pyramid's missing in here. The God of Israel is connected. His mind is connected to the sun. That's what Numbers says. It's the story of Balaam and Balak and all that. But anyway, that is what the foundational meaning. So it's this connection point. I drew a do here with Tibiteka on his head, you know, yarmulke, but Tibiteka is good because it matches with the capstone. They're cutting off the thing, and they're dealing in this mere reality of things that they're causing. And because all this, everything down here is subject to Dalit, the 0 point energy. See, I'm from Absolute. It's a different authority structure. So oh yeah. So this is also another point. They're saying they're seeing is this, okay, that Adam comes down into to their world and then stays for a time, and they're trying to keep it squunched down and then forge and collect information where they can go into their little cults, their little groups. See, I put Azra coins. See, really, down in here, this is where things start to go into the material, and then that is definitely there's more deviation in X, Y, and Z, and whether it's the value or the T factor. But either way, there's T, there's variation, and they're looking at this as a battlefield leaves down here and then goes back up, and they're gonna direct the thing. That's direct. They're going to. They don't want to go within the confines of what exists. Like they're arguing with gravity. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But I mean, that's for them to do, but that's what they're doing. So Hashemayim. Parishad Bara Elohim, Wa'eth Hashemayim, Wa'eth Hashemayim, Wa'eth Haaretz. And then Tiferet, the sun, this is a house of the rising sun. Okay, it's some sort of, that's part of the butt pirates and the king and the king of Asra. I'm from up here. I'm from a higher authority than the king of Asra, or even water. See, because their interface here is Hashemayim and Yetzirah, swords. That's their interface. And that's really like the hat that they're kind of, the Santa Claus hat. Mm-hmm. But then they're doing this carnival stuff and all these little, that you try to steal coins from people. And with me, what they've done is built all this and not held to the contract. You can't have, there has to be zero deviation from Dale coming down from the, it's not really coming down, but because, none of his bones are broken. That's because it's a 0 point energy, man. There's no value in T. There's no value in XT, sub A, XT sub B, or XT sub C. There's no value in T. There's no value in X or T. You have to be aligned with the 0 point energy on all 6 vectors. There's 6 vectors. House of the Rising Sun, that goes to the swastika, which was it's a great teaching symbol. It's really powerful. That stupid idiot, evil dude with the House of the Rising Sun. House of New Orleans is written by the Animals. I got your cowboy chain. If you want to stay forever riding on a train, change your way, or forever you will ride. Ghost Riders in the Sky by Johnny Cash. Okay, so Dale, Dalton Med, Kayeen, the Yitzhak Aminu. So this is, they're trying to drink blood if they can, which, look, it's always blood. Any kind of variation, any kind of whatever is going, any frequency, any, is that, they're trying to set up some sort of reaction. Seems kind of stupid. Okay. Yeah. So they've set up this whole thing over thousands of years now. This time with, this has actually been going on forever. This isn't my first rodeo. So I'm from up here. I'm actually by the crown. I'm the whole crown actually, but so Igor's trying to put down in the dungeon, then they want to control, because it's really about, they didn't want to pay they wanted to keep control, not pay the money, and then have me as a, play whack-a-mole over here. I might come down, they'll do the overlap of trying to keep me pushed down. Right. And that's the deviation. That's where the frequency comes, that they're trying to drink the blood. They're trying to drink. Like spiritually, they're rummaging through my trash. Oh, they have me forever. You might steal my poop, stealing my spiritual tampons. That kind of thing. Spiritually. Okay, so yeah, they're trying to be SpongeBob, coming off this frequency of, if they can get a frequency emission, then they Igor it. They're foraging and trying to collect all this stuff, and then they build their religions of their idols, and so they built this idol, and they call it me, right, and he's trying to steal my name, and they're thinking that they don't understand. Dale is a representation. Dale. Okay. So yeah, they're the Astra coins. They're mining shit. They're trying to steal coins. They're butt pirates. They're basically they don't have a capstone. They don't have a connection point. I mean, to use anything positive. They're drones. They're basically there's those 3 piles of souls. They're the ones they're in the junkyard, and I'm gonna go through, find something and throw a couple souls together and rip out this or that. But they're basically gone through the Igor recycling bin. Let's see, which is what Captain Germain is. He's a newly created soul spirit guy. Okay. Yeah. That's sort of my integrations today. Ghost Riders, the House of the Rising Sun, they're right here. War in Heaven. So they're trying to be up here, but they can't even really get to Bra. They're down here in the lower level of Yitzhak because they're trying to connect here, but they really can. We have some kind of interface where we have a communication, but we're not making any deals. We're not going to have any, we're not going to make any for release of hostages or this or that. No. This is the way it is. And what does the Torah say? This concerning me and what has to be done. It becomes an absolute. Right? It's absolute. Money and woman, and just, not trying to, but they're playing with T over here, trying to get a variation on T and get this thing like this and then balance it and get 0 point energy with balance. And you're not going to get 0 point energy with balance. There can't be balance. 0 point energy. Balance is the lack of not 0 point energy. You have some numerals and you have some values in there, even though they zero each other out in addition, but there's still values in there. On all 6 vectors. On all 6 vectors. Okay, so the bones can't be broken is because there is no space in them. There's no time. Something has to be longer so you can take it and break it. Well, if there's 0 space, there's 0 space and there's 0 time. 0. No, nothing. 0 point. Okay. So that's what the what the Butt Pirate Collective is kind of doing, and they're like these secret Masons, Kings, that kind of thing. They built the church, because they want to have ways of control and programming in here, they just want to cut off this and then worry about that and take control over that. Instead of, because it is what it is. It's the system. Okay, you can't, why do they get into all these things? It's just nuts. People are nuts. Why do they do this? I do not know. So that's that. This swastika, the house of the rising sun, the connection point from, see when it goes from Dalit to Resh, looking, seeing, and understanding. It divides up here, divides into sevens. Okay, so that's basically what they've done, is they've done this, they cut their heads off, and they're trying to get pushed down in here and steal coin, rather than paying tribute, as what the Torah says, to the one high Adam, to get the connection point. But they're trying to flip and turn me into Igor. It's a mutiny of Igors. And the Igors were just, bad, whatever humans that I'd throw that shit out too every now and then. So they would grow up. The human race will grow up, dude, come on. But then the Igor started to turn me into the other kind of, the bad Igor, and then put in, or, someone to put out in their dungeon, and then they were gonna bleed me and bleach and mind poop and tampons. Pretty much. Yeah. You try to do the SpongeBob CIA thing with that cranium insertion anus thing, but they've learned that they can't probe without, because they're in existence. It's just, you're in existence, dude. That's all I'll say.